NewsNation has now confirmed, this is developing, that the House Ethics Committee is planning to release its report on former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz ahead of Christmas. That report, which the committee had previously voted not to release, is the result of a years-long probe into several allegations against Gaetz. Allegations including accusations of sexual misconduct, illegal drug use, and misappropriating campaign funds, among other things. NewsNation's Joe Khalil following all of this live from Capitol Hill. This just coming out today, Joe. The former congressman, though, already responding.
Yeah, he is. And he put out his pretty lengthy response on X, basically defending himself, saying that he didn't commit any crimes. He denies having a sexual relationship with a teenager, which is, again, the allegation that he has. You see here his response. He also went on in that reaction to say some things I don't know that he's ever conceded before, which is something to the effect of, in my 30s, I often drank too much, smoked too much, womanized too much, and partied too much, but none of that is criminal behavior. And then he went on to talk about how he doesn't feel like it's fair that the committee is going to release this report and he is no longer a member of Congress to be able to defend himself, on the House floor in his professional capacity as a member now that he has resigned. How we got here, Nichole, is frankly very unusual. We know that the House Ethics Committee had been working on this report and these allegations that Matt Gaetz had a sexual relationship with a teenage girl and that he paid for her to cross state lines, which complicates this because it adds just an allegation here, but it adds an element of human trafficking as well. They've been working on this investigation into him for almost 2 full years, if not more than that, and they were set to release the report 48 hours after he resigned abruptly from Congress. So that threw a wrench into the House ethics process because once he retired in the 11th hour, they had a question to answer. Do we continue to release this report or not? Typically, they don't release reports or action, even if they're 100% complete, if a member is no longer a member. In other words, he resigned. So then they did go back and forth. There was a vote within the House Ethics Committee. We were told that that vote was deadlocked at first, and so there was no decision on whether to release it. We know they met again for a second time to discuss this matter, and we now know the result of that, which is that they did vote to ultimately release it sometime by the end of the year. So we could get this report anytime between right now and January 1st. I'm told that it is likely that this comes potentially tomorrow or Friday. Lawmakers are probably going to leave Washington and go back home for the Christmas holiday during the week of Christmas. So that is going to be a major deal. We will see with our own eyes whether the allegations that the Department of Justice was investigating are ultimately what the House found, which is, again, potentially sexual relationship with a minor, trafficking, and other elements there. But again, this is a long time coming, and we're going to get an answer on what's in that report very soon.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.